incredibly advanced, amazing technique that really, really changes people's lives and has done amazing things for me.
Even though I work at home, I can get pretty tense, and when I come in for treatment, it just basically evaporates.
We're going into the future with this amazing healing art that's been around for, over 20 years, and I'm just realizing it now, so I'm just, I'm very happy with Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Danny Knowles.
And I'm Dr. Rochelle Knowles.
And we run Network Family Wellness Center, and we are grateful to do so.
And glory be, I can walk now pretty much without pain in my back, and it's all attributable to Network Family Wellness. I thank Dr. Danny every day for what he's able to do for me.
When you hear things like that, you say, wow, that's why we do what we do. That's why we get out of bed in the morning. That's why we, drop people off at soccer and then, run into the office. And because when you see that, it means you're making a difference. And that's what I've always wanted to do, is make a difference. So.
And when it comes down to it, that's why we're all really here, is to do what we can to give a helping hand to everybody in some way. And, we're grateful that we have this talent as a way to do that for people's lives.
If you think about a person's spine, you have these charts in your things, or these charts. You don't have to look at them now, but they map out where parts of the spine go to different areas. If you look at the upper part of your spine, right below the base of your head, that's the nerve supply that goes to your eyes, ears, nose, sinuses. Affects mental, emotional stress, affects anxiety. People have immune challenges, get sick often. They almost always have very severe misalignments up in their upper neck. And as soon as those get corrected, they get sick a lot less often. That's exactly what I had.
And I really suffered and struggled with the allergies. They would go for months. And as they went for months, I'd have to have tissues in my pockets and be just nose running all the time, my eyes bloodshot. And this neighbor, friend, said to my mom, why don't you take him to a chiropractor, because they're the largest drugless healing art. She didn't know what they were, but she was into a drugless healing art at the time. He started taking care of me, and within a month, these allergies that I had dealt with for years completely subsided and never returned since that point. I played baseball. That year I was on the all-star team, and because of my ability to play sports had completely changed. And so I said to my mom, is this guy, whatever he's doing, somehow making me play baseball better? And she said yes, because every person's body works better with a healthy spine.
I worked right next door at the business next door to here, and so I said, well, there's a chiropractor right next door to where I work, I'll go check them out. I thought one was as good as the other, and I came in, and I remember the girl at the counter, she was so nice, and she's giving me the tour, and she says, well, this is where we do the group entrainments. And I was like, well, wait a second, group entrain? Like, what do you mean? Are we gonna be sharing our stories? I stuck with it. I gave it a shot, and I remember my first entrainment, I really felt like I had, all they did was touch me very lightly, but afterwards I felt like I had been in, the only way I could describe it is like a corrective accident, like an accident that corrected my body, and I suddenly became very aware of how out of line it was. I was very conscious in those first few hours of the misalignment of my body.
The nerve supply going to people's heart, into their lungs, and those have to be working appropriately. I talked about that. The nerve supply coming out to their digestive system, which you'll need real shortly.
Since coming to the clinic here, I have regained 25% of my hearing. This just happened just recently, and I have been deaf since I've been at the age of 10. I now have a hearing, and I am really thankful and looking forward to even bettering my hearing and my body.
All fused together is the worst thing I'd ever seen. He didn't have any back pain whatsoever. He had prostate cancer. That was why he came in. So it actually reversed quite significantly. But the nerve supply, that whole reproductive area, is completely shot because no one ever thought about it. No one ever looked at it or told him that was important, which is what happens to so many people.
I have been a Network Chiropractic member for 10 years now, and it is a fabulous way of doing chiropractic. it's not crunching and, you know, making noise in your neck and everything. It's very gentle touches, and I love it.
A huge difference is in the way that my children look and their postures, the way they hold themselves. It's like they just have perfect back, perfect posture. They hold their shoulders back, they stand right, they recover well from colds. I don't have to go get them a medication or antibiotics or prescription drugs.
So we came in and got the initial set of x-rays and the initial consultation, and we were like, oh, well, this sounds like something we're interested in, but the hype's still scaring us, so we'll give it a month. And we gave it a month. So we'll give it 3 months. We gave it 3 months. And the reason we kept giving it more time was because it really was making a difference for us. I slept better at night. Overall, I felt 100% better. And just coming up on our 1-year anniversary, we just signed up for another year. And it is a lifestyle change that has definitely been for the better.
We took some x-rays as we went along, as they do for everyone. My spine straightened out, my neck began to get the curve that they look for.
I guess initially I was quite skeptical about the whole concept of chiropractic. It was pretty badly damaged, and I was worried that it would be too rough and too much. Not realizing at the time how different Network was from other kinds of chiropractic. I think it was a perfect match for me, where I really wasn't needing my bones whacked, but more a little neural re-education.
I had a stroke at the end of May in 2007, and Dr. Danny came to see me 4 times and did adjustments that were wonderful. And there's such a love in this Network Chiropractic team of Dr. Danny and Rochelle and Dr. Laura.
Because we have our office laid out a certain way, set up a certain way, our staff is excellent, that when we're working on people, all of the office and business stuff drops away, and we're just there helping people's spines dance and dance with them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.